Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. I just wanted to do a super duper fast little tutorial on how I create my die cuts using scrap paper. Because I'm doing some videos using these particular gear cuts, and instead of showing it in every video, I can just refer you to here. So it is, let me get this back. It's the Sizzix. Let's see, what are these called? Thinlits, Tim Holtz alterations, I don't know. A gearhead, that's what it's called. So it's all these things here, and they come in a package, all these metal dies. So I've got my machine here, and I had to prepare this because I had to size it to save time. So I've got some scrap paper. This is just scrap cardstock, and I put it on top of the platform, and I've got a piece of wax paper. So I've got the paper facing up. I've got the gears here, cut side up. And then what I do is I lay them out. So I try to get as many as I can out of one cut. And I try to make sure that they don't move and they don't touch each other, if at all possible. I may have to lose a couple here. Now, I'm not an expert at this stuff. This is just how I do it, and it seems to work. So if you're an expert at it, feel free to share some tips in the comments below. All right. So then what I do is I take the paper out and I put it on top. Now I want to make sure the thick side, there's a label here. I want to make sure the label, it's on that side. Oh, well. Well, let's see what happens. And put the wax paper on top there, and then take this piece, put it on top so it's sandwiched in between two pieces of plastic. And then I'll do it this way. So put everything through, and there's actually instructions on the pad on how many layers of filler that you put in and all that stuff. And then you just run it through. And with these things here, I find that it takes usually about 3 or 4 passes, and you'll see the actual cuts coming through the paper. And I know for this particular paper and this particular setup that I have here, 3 is enough. Let's just run it through there. There we go. This is the part that I don't like because it's so flippin' messy. The wax paper just helps, especially with delicate little dies. It just helps so they don't stick. Now this thing here, unfortunately, there's really not much I can do with it. What's left over. And then what you end up with is these cute little pieces. And then now this is where you kind of have to, and I have a little push pin to push them through, get them out, and you get these little gears. Now what I've done as well, now I'm going to stop the camera, poke these out, and I'll show you, because then I want to show you what you can do with the book of backgrounds pages. So I have all these pieces now. It took 20 minutes to take everything apart and poke all the little holes out and everything, because this stock is, even though it's got the label on the back, it's thin, so you got to be very, very careful. But I do these in batches, so when I need some type of mind-numbing activity, I'll do these. So I've got the so I've got my platform, I've got my acrylic plate, I've got my wax paper. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to take a book of background. So this is 140-pound watercolor paper, and we'll see. I'm not going to do anything complicated, but let's do, I'm going to get 3 different sizes. So how about that? Okay. And I'll put those face down. Sorry, face up. So the cut side is facing upwards. And this is where I have to place it underneath to size it to replacement. Usually I work with paper that's bigger, but this is the actual card. What I'm hoping to do is to be able to get a mask and a stencil. Remember we did a video about the masks and stencils? So let's see if we can get that. So let's work about here. take that out. Put that up. Now it depends on what side you want the gears to be, that side or that side. Let's do this side. There. Put the wax paper on top. Put the other plate on top. Slide that down just a little bit. Hold that. But yeah, if you work with paper that's a little bit bigger, it's easier. Now this paper is much thicker, so it's going to take a little bit of pressure to go through. Now anytime you have this go through and it's, let's say it goes through way too easy, put a piece of cardstock. And I'm looking here, and I think I'm going to put another piece of paper right through there, just to make it a little bit thicker, like tighter. Oh, see, look, and it's not even going through properly, so I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's how tight it was. So let's see what I got. Yep, it worked. So the wax paper, you can use that as for a mask as well. Oh, I lost the sides. Oh well, I was kind of hoping I could use this for something. So I could use this like that. Or seriously, in the studio and I don't have a piece of paper. Or we could use it, cut something else out and put something behind. That type of thing. So I'll just poke everything out. There we go, there's one. And then the gear, and sometimes the paper gets caught in the little holes there. This actually turned out really well. So the thicker paper, the 140 pound is really clean. So that's what I mean. So it's there, wax paper's there, so all I do is just poke. Okay, that comes out, and then the little holes at the side, just gonna poke that and peel it off. There we go. And I have all these little pieces now with wax paper, so I'm not quite sure, you know, what if I can even get that to stick to anything, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to do a quick little video on how I made the gears, and then now you'll be able to refer to this video when I do the project. And if you want to, because I who doesn't love the gears? Love using this stuff, and they're pretty expensive to buy, so making your own is always a good thing. All right, so now off to the project where I'm going to create an artist trading card that has some gears and some quotes. So until I see you then, stay inspired.